Hey, DPC Nation, this is Dr. Shane coming to you live from the DPC Summit in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's Saturday afternoon here. I don't know when you'll be watching this video, but I'm going to share an awesome story with you today. Got doing DPC with friends today. So today we have an awesome guest with us. Talk a little bit about employers. So I hope you DPC rebels are out there to chat, ready to chat about that. Today, special guest is the president of the DPC Alliance, Dr. Vance Lassey. Thanks for joining me, Dr. Vance.
What's up?
He's in Holton, Kansas, Holton Direct Care. Has expanded his practice. Where's the other office at now?
It's in Fairview, Kansas, 30 miles north.
So got 2 offices now, several nurse practitioner, PA types working with him. So, and you guys have probably never think, oh, I'll never work with employers. I'll never think about employers. I'm not worried about that. I'm just taking care of people. But eventually employers seek you out. They sort of try to find you. They want good care too. They want their employees to be taken care of. And I know where Vance is in Holton, it's really hard to find good care. It's hard to find good people everywhere. So tell us a little bit about, your story about a larger employer coming to you.
Well, when I started the clinic in 2016, my plan was to probably use some employers to help grow my practice, but I never had to because we just grew organically with families joining, and so I never really worked much with employers. I had a few small businesses with 2, 3, 4. The biggest one was I think 8 employees, where basically they covered the membership for their employees. It was no big deal. Basically the employer just wrote me a check for their employees and I took care of them, and that was the end of it. These are small employers that didn't have to do that. They didn't have to provide insurance, anything like that, because they're small. Never had to work with a big employee group at all. Well, we expanded to the new town, Fairview, north of us, and there's some pretty big industry up there. Some of the industry leaders, the people that work at that run these factories, they were members of our DPC up there, and they're like, wow, we want this for all of our employees. But they have a lot of employees, hundreds, way more than enough that they have to provide insurance and all those kinds of things. So they approached us wanting to do an employer deal. So, and honestly, we haven't actually got any of them started yet, but I'm open to the idea. I have the staff to handle all of their employees should they make the deal. So I found a good benefits advisor that is not crooked, basically, who understands the broken system and wants to help. And so the benefits advisor, I found one through the Health Rosetta broker. That's part of that. They have their own sort of almost like oath they take about not hurting people. And so he's working with this larger employer group to try to find a policy that covers what they have to do by law for the insurance, but at the same time couples well with DPC so that they can cut down on all the expenses from primary care and ultimately, hopefully, save the employer money while at the same time giving their employees even better access to high quality healthcare. So anyway, we've been working on that deal for a couple of months now, but my mind's open to it. I'm not against it. I understand. I would prefer that didn't have to be a thing where they would just give them money and then the employees could use the money to exchange it for goods and services, including healthcare, insurance, whatever. But as long as there's a government mandate that says they have to do all this, well, then you might as well do it with a DPC and a self-funded plan that saves them money. So that's why I'm open to it. I think if they ever made that law go away so that there was no mandate, I would encourage the employer to do differently. Instead, just give everybody a raise and let them use the money to go get DPC if they want, or healthcare insurance separately, or health share, or whatever they want. But right now, as long as that's the law, at least we can make it better for them. So it's not. We haven't started yet. We're still sort of negotiating we've got the rates and all that figured out. But what they're trying to do is find it's a new thing for this whole area, and I think they're struggling to find a policy that will work based on having analyzed the company and what their previous healthcare expenses were. I think, there's 1 or 2 employees that are on really expensive medicine and whatever. So they're trying to figure all that out. But if they can come up with a policy that works for it, it looks like we're going to be able to make it work with my first big company. And there may be more after that. We'll see.
Yeah, that's good. So that would probably bring in a couple of hundred new people.
At least clinic? Maybe 300, 350, I think, somewhere in there at the most, but they're going to they're trying to design it similar to the one you first did.
Right.
I think Anderson County, where they have an option. They can
Yeah, yeah.
continue using their other doctor, or they can use the DPC plan and then maybe get some money back or something like that.
Yeah,
So that
make
they're
it-
working on drawing all that out.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll incentivize to encourage people to use DPC
Right.
for the better access, lower cost, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. The idea being that after a few years, everybody kind of transitions to
Yeah.
the DPC once they realize, oh, this isn't a scary thing or
Yeah.
whatever. So,
And would you, if it goes through, would you have to hire new people, you think?
I with this employer, no. I have the staff right now. If we could get, but so I have a new staff member that's taking patients up there that still has the capacity for this entire employer group, but she's filling. And so
Right.
if this doesn't go through pretty soon, she might get so full she can't take all of them, and I'll have to hire. But I hope not, because it's a really hard place to hire. It's really rural. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's hard to find people. And so right now I have the capacity, but if this works out great and we take them and we're able to bring all their patients in, if other employers in the area are like, oh, I want to do what that employer did, because my buddy who's
Right.
the CEO of that company just told me that they saved $1 million last year.
That's right.
Then what's going to happen? He's going to want to do that for his factory too.
That's true.
If that happens, I will have to hire I built the clinic big enough to hold several more providers, but I don't have staff. So I would have to hire if we did that, more than one.
So quick shout out. Vance probably won't do it, but I will. If you're in Kansas or anywhere really, and you want to do rural medicine, you want to work for an awesome dude, you want to do DPC, you're interested in working either in Holton or near Holton,
Yeah.
reach out. You can email me if you want to, drshane at dpcmagic.com. I'll connect you with Vance 100%. Or you can find him at Holton, holtondirectcare.com, I think it is.
Yeah.
You can reach out. One last thing, just put in a little plug in for the DPC Alliance, since you're the main man there. Just talk about that, what's going on with the Alliance a little bit, and the vision for the future.
So it's pretty straightforward. It's an organization for DPC doctors by DPC doctors. So we support other doctors in every way we can, in every step of I guess the journey for a doctor who's wanting to go into direct primary care, whether that is starting their own or working for a DPC or and being employed by DPC or whatever. We are there to support doctors that are being sort of buried or hurt or as they say, morally injured by the system. We want to help them get out, and so that's basically what we do. And our website's DPCalliance.org. We have a lot of, members can get access to all of the discounts we have and things like that. We have a cheap, affordable medical malpractice thing set up now. It's going to save you a lot of money on insurance. And then we just have, it's just a great group of people to be part of an organization with that are like family, and we hang out and spend so much time together. And we also just started a swag store, which is cool. So we have lots of fun T-shirts and things with a lot of DPC branding on it that, you can get out to help kind of spread the good news of direct primary care with a T-shirt that generates interest and questions, hat, whatever. So, we also have group purchasing discounts for medical equipment and medicines and just all kinds of benefits from being a member. But more than anything, it's just being in a great group of people that are just trying to help doctors out. And by doing so, helping patients too.
That's true. That's true. So hopefully this information has been helpful for you guys. Just wanted to share some of our awesome time that we're having here at the summit. If you didn't make it to the summit this year, you got to come next year. The Alliance is doing other events throughout the year too, so you want to check that out. And we hope you have a great weekend coming up. Just keep doing the DPC thing, keep doing your DPC magic, and we're here to help you if you need to. You can contact me, drshane at dpcmagic.com. I'll connect you with whoever I can to help you.